Listen, I have an idea.
It's how I feel when you make lemonade. Whatever today has given you. 511 headaches, still call it Thanksgiving. True.
Welcome to another edition of the Super Duper Podcast. I'm your host, Rob Riggs, here with the super producer, Ez McMahon.
Yes. What's going on, Rob? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I see it's getting close to Bear season. Got the Bears hat on, man.
Bears. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Ready
sir.
to get there. Check out Hard Knocks and the local coverage of Hard Knocks. YK. Thank you for checking out the Super Duper Pod. We do not take your listens lightly. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. What up, Sarah at Super Duper Pod, SUPADUPAPOD, not just Instagram, but all socials. And follow us online at hp53productions.com for our merch. We're internationally known and locally respected. And also on the website, you can find additional content such as the Father Good Podcast, and our own Ez McMahon with the Easy Smoke and GM podcast. Did you guys record yet?
We were supposed to, and some scheduling conflicts. We got Coach Smoke is working with his RBI team. So once they get settled in, then we can go. So hopefully next week.
And we still got to get Glenn on, man. Do our NFL preview before. I think I like that episode last year. He stuck with us for a little bit.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. And Glenn loves to talk Bears, loves to talk college football. So he'll definitely be in for that. No
maybe we do a 6-pack, 3 NFL things to look out for, and 3 college football, because I feel like that's a big deal, especially with these larger conferences now. It's what 2 conferences, the Big Ten and SEC, right? That's it.
Well, no. I mean, you still got the ACC. You got
that's
the Big
right.
12.
So 2 conferences.
It's just that is
so 2. Yeah.
Just Thanks. That the Big
right.
10 now has like 20 teams now. So that's
that's right. I mean, I know the marketing department's like, for real? What we got this the one in there, the G, to make it look like a 10. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? And now we got 20 something. Come on, man. So
but I mean, it's huge though. They got the West Coast sold up now. So it's a huge deal, man. Huge deal. Yeah. Oregon, Washington, UCLA, and USC. Doesn't sound right, but they are in the Big Ten.
Hey, man, everybody's making money.
That's right.
So again, make sure you follow us on hp53productions.com for merch and content. So as the Olympics are wrapping up, man, so we're probably gonna be Olympics heavy today, because it's something. Shout out to Peacock, because it's just hard to catch all the races and all the events. And what I realized, like, I ain't gonna lie to you, man, I kind of figure out, especially with the basketball, I figure out what the score is first, then I watch the game to determine if I'm gonna sit here and watch this entire thing. Does that make sense?
You didn't watch Team USA and Serbia live today?
No, I was at work. I couldn't watch it.
That's too bad. I was at work too.
Well, you work for a sports company, bro. It's got a little easier for you.
Yeah.
I was talking about energy today. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't really get away for a second.
Hey, what a game, man!
Game. I watched it tonight. I watched the highlights on the phone, and then I actually watched Noah Lyles lose the 200. Did you hear what happened to him though?
Yeah, he tested positive for COVID.
Yeah. And so I'm trying to think, but now he's shaking hands at the end and hugging people like, hey, you got the vid, bro.
We at a point now. COVID is like a
regular
common cold now.
Yeah. But I guess you don't get eliminated for having COVID anymore, right? I guess it's like, oh, it's all good. He's running around with a mask, and so he still. I mean, I'm not saying he didn't have COVID. I'm sure he did infected him. But when he came out the tunnel, I mean, y'all know how I feel about Noah Lyles. I've said it already. Hey, guess what I found out though is, me and this dude got the same birthday, so I can't hate on him too much, man. I look, I went on my Noah Lyles deep dive, found a rap feature he did. Please go Google that and just go Google it. And then I'm looking at Wikipedia. It was like, what is his birthday? That's my birthday. Like, you gotta be kidding me. So I can't roast him too much, because if I'm calling him weird, then that must mean I'm some kind of weird, and I'm not that weird. Maybe. But
just based on birthday?
Yeah, hey man. Hey man, listen, my sister's I was supposed to be born in August. I was born a month early. My mama told me. And so people think I mean, I don't really do that horoscope stuff. People think I'm a Leo all the time, but I understand that people say cancers are crazy. Cancers are super emotional and moody and whatnot, which I'm sure I can be. But I'm not as bad. I know people who hate cancers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they hear my birthday and they're like, nah, I can't, we can't be cool. I'm like, no, I'm not. My sisters beat that out of me, man. But they made me deal with my feelings, told me shut up all the time. So, I'm not your typical person. But no allows. That's why I was like, yeah, that tracks. That tracks. So, but just a few Olympic notes, man. I was thinking about this. It's like, as it's wrapping up and the basketball gold medal game, shout out to Team USA. They'll be in the gold medal game on Saturday, right? Or is it tomorrow?
Yeah,
No, Saturday.
Saturday.
Saturday. Sorry,
Saturday.
the other day. Yeah. And I mean, track and field was cleaning up for sure. Like, we got a gang of medals. Like, let me do the medal count before we move any further. So the US, we lead the medal count with 103 medals, 30 gold medals, 38 silver, and 35 bronze. So, USA. China has 73, as my dad would say. China has 73. Australia has 45. France, the home nation, with 54, and Great Britain rounds out with 51. Now, again, of course, that's great, but I think we could probably got. I saw that there are 10,000 athletes, 10,500 athletes, and the
Okay.
U.S. has about 500. I thought the number was going to be bigger. So it's like a lot of people at the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really a glow. I mean, even though they clown doing laws about this, it's like literally the greatest from around the world, every corner. Like I talk about Bahrain all the time. Somebody from Bahrain won a gold medal. And I was like, yo, I just say that as a joke. Like, I'm gonna send you to Bahrain. It's like somebody from Bahrain really won. Or like the woman from who won the 100 meters, who beat Shakira Richardson. She was from where was she from? Was it St. Lucia?
No,
I think it was. No, it was St. Lucia. What was
um,
it?
Dominica.
No, that wasn't it. Now I gotta look this up.
I'm pretty sure it
And
was Dominique.
yeah, forgive us. No, I was right. It's St. Lucia.
Oh, okay. Well, who
Yeah.
was the someone from Dominica
You don't know. You sure you was watching?
or Dominica?
Oh, Dominic, you sure you was watching the Olympics?
I know I was.
Yeah, Dominatrix, Dominique, Dom something. Yeah, okay.
The country in the Caribbean.
Okay.
Dominica,
That
Dominica.
is. I
I don't
believe.
know.
I believe it is.
They have 70,000 residents there.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So I'm just getting Ed's watching domination video. So
It's
with
not
the
true.
Olympics,
So you
sorry,
throwing
so put
stuff
your business
out
out
there,
there.
man.
Sorry, I shouldn't do that. That's
Yes.
irresponsible. That's
Yes,
irresponsible.
very,
Glad I did
very.
it. Sarah put that on the post. So with the Olympics, man, like I was looking at like the first heat. You think about like, we take it for granted. We see these finals, and that's what's etched in our mind, right? When we think it's just that one race that leads to the gold medals. It's kind of when we watch track and field, you forget all these heats that you have to watch up front, right? For every race, like there are a few rounds so they can kind of get to the last final, whatever it is. If it's hammer throw, javelin,
Yeah, it's not just the
all this.
final.
It's not just a
Yeah.
fresh, but that's what you remember. And I thought about, what got to suck? You didn't, train forever to get the Olympics, right? I mean, you representing Zambia, you representing Taipei, right? Well, hey, you from the United States. It's like, yo, I'm finally here. And you out the box in the first heat. I mean, like, you ever see the race? And it's like that dude just be in the back running. And it's like, I just got here, man. I gotta go home
Well,
now.
you don't got to go home. That's the beauty part about it. You can stay the
Yeah.
whole time.
You just kicking it in Paris then, huh?
Yeah.
And
Most of those people are just happy to be there, man. They made the Olympics and forever they are an Olympian.
so then but I would think I would want to at least get to the semifinal. Or obviously, I think getting to the obviously winning the
Well,
medals is the
of
goal.
course you want to get to the final, but everybody can't make it to the final.
So then is it the mood to be like, I went to the Olympics, I ain't do much though, but I went. And I'm saying this as a person who ran track
Yeah.
and actually did.
I did too. So think about this. I would have loved, I didn't make it downstate.
Yeah,
I would have loved to
just go down to see you
going
went downstate.
downstate and got the shirt. Remember the shirt that everybody
Yeah,
got that went downstate?
yeah.
I would have loved to have done that, but I didn't. So just to get there, I think is a huge accomplishment.
No, let me say this because I don't want to act like I'm all cocky here, right? Because I probably would have been a dude out in the first heat because so I tell them myself when I ran track in high school, I ran my junior year, my first year ever running track, and we training in the winter. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Conley, God rest his soul. He had us running up the hill on Roosevelt, dog, in January. I never forget that, man. We running from Ignatius to around Sears Tower, and I'm a sprinter. Well, I was a sprinter. It's like, yo, why am I doing this? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, why did I choose this of all the sports I could at least try it out? I mean, I could have done a bowling team. This is horrible. And get to indoor track. And indoor track, they do 60 meters at 100, right? Everything obviously is shorter because you're indoors. When you run a 400, was it 400? Yeah, you run a 400, it's 2.5 laps, right? Now we've been training on the full track and we get our race. I'm a third leg, pause. And so, we out there, we're running, and the first guy gets the lead, he puts us in the back. Second guy's name was Reed. I can't think of his last name. He was great too. He was our 800-meter runner or something like that, 400 meter. And so Reed gets the lead, man. And he goes, Griggs, run. So I grab the baton and I run my full life. Now I hear my coach yelling something, but I'm so focused on running and winning that I'm just running like crazy fast, right? But he was going, Griggs, slow down. Couldn't hear him. I zip around. I'm like, yo, how'd I pass everybody? But I'm like, oh, I got to go around this thing another time and a half. And so I went around one time, got another half. I thought I was gonna die. I thought my heart would come out of my chest. I couldn't breathe. I'm hacking. I look at my dad. His hands like, oh son. And I mean, I went from running a speedster race to just barely making it to give the guy the baton. They made up for it. So I say all that to
Wait,
say
wait,
is,
wait, 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 wait. Wait. So it
yeah,
was the well,
it's 4x4, but you
four
run
by
two and a half.
four, right?
But you run 2.5 laps. In my
Okay.
mind, I'm just gonna run the fastest one lap anybody's ever run their life. So when I went
Wait,
around,
you guys didn't go through this?
now the indoor, we have an indoor track to practice. So, again, I just was practicing from outside. That's all I had. All I had in my mind was one lap. And I mean, like that lap and a half, I ran so hard. It was just like I am running for my life. This is like, oh, I did too much. I can feel it. I did too much. And so that was a running joke. Let's run a Griggs 400. I hate y'all. I hate your guts, guys. So but all I have to say
Well,
is
it's
I
indoor.
would have been
Indoor, and nobody cares about indoor.
yeah, no, we sure didn't
It's
care.
yeah, you
But
didn't care
yeah,
about it.
but I will tell you though, but I mean I agree with you, Ed. Just getting to the Olympics is probably beautiful, but
That's a huge deal, man.
but but that got
I
that
would,
got
if I made the
dude.
Olympics, I would wear my Olympic outfit every day
But bruh,
for the rest
first
of my
heat,
life.
first round, you ain't even in the
You there?
shot.
You
You
were
know what I'm
there though.
saying?
You were there though.
It does look crazy in that stadium. I must say, like, LA is the 2020, we'll talk about 2020 Olympics in a bit. It's July 14th to the 30th. So like my birthday falls right in the middle of that, man. I was thinking like, man, okay, that might not be a bad deal to get to 2028 Olympics. I mean, that's something I would definitely want to do and see it, but I guess it looks better on TV because to the point you're talking about. You might get the first day of races where it's the steeplechase. Don't nobody want to see that or the 5,000-meter race.
I
That
actually
that's
did
your
run. I watched the steeplechase. That
of
was
course you
actually a
did.
nice race, man.
Of course you did. Of
That was a
course you
good
did.
race. It was hilarious. I watched the women's steeplechase,
Yeah.
and it was all Africans in the front,
Hmm.
and
It's
then
hilarious.
everybody else
Just running,
in the
running for
back.
just like
It
I'm
was
happy to be here.
it was Kenya and Ghana and it was another country. What was the country? I forget. But yeah, they clearly outclassed everybody else.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think, like outside of, well, he's now Caitlyn Jenner, but he was when he was Bruce Jenner, like it felt like Olympians were big. Well, I should take that back because like Simone Biles is a big deal, but she's the greatest. I'm trying to think like I guess the question I'm getting to is like what's life after the Olympics? Like when you're done. So for example, Justin Gatlin, he won a men's 100-meter gold he was like the last American, I think, before Usain Bolt. And he has a podcast. Now, I don't think everybody knows who Justin Gatlin is, you know what I'm saying? But he was really like going toe to toe with Usain Bolt, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, and I'm saying to say, like, I guess what's life after the Olympics if you're not like, say, Steph and LeBron, because they got big jobs, they got big time jobs, right? And shout out to Steph. He wasn't playing well, but he played well tonight. And then they needed every 36 points he
Yeah.
scored tonight, man. Doggone
But
it.
thank you, Serbia, for the big win that,
Yeah,
today for me.
yeah,
I
yeah.
put some money on it.
Yes,
I
yes,
won.
sir.
I won.
But-
Serbia lost by 4. I had them at plus 4.5. That's a winner, baby.
Ooh, shout out to Ez, man. Shout out, which was FanDuel?
Uh, Points bet.
Okay, shout out to
Yeah.
PointsBet. But I wonder what's life after the Olympics like. How do you go back to work? I guess you just go back to your
Let's
life
go
if
back to
you
your, yeah, yeah.
because but
They
you just
live
had.
most live regular lives.
Yeah, but I feel like the sprinters, like we talked about the show Sprint a lot, right? It's like if they do it right, they have official sponsorships. Like Gabby Thomas, who won 200 meters, beautiful woman too, right? Graduate from Harvard, has a master's from UT Austin in some kind of medical field, and she like does 10 hours of volunteering. But I mean, she the 200-meter women's champion, so I mean, I'm sure her professional gig is running track until you know her body says no more. She's 26, I think.
She
So,
probably
she
she
probably
probably
got
got
two
one
more
more.
Olympics.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say two. I
2
would say
more.
two because the way she was, I mean, because shoot, Allison Felix and them, was running in 3, 4, 5 Olympics, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, people got double digit medals. That's what's wild too. But it's like, what do you do after that except for what, be a sportscaster or motivational speaker? But I guess like with anything, you
That's your life. Yeah,
just live
yeah.
your life. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
But
you got a story for the rest of your life, man. Even that person that you're talking about that was in last place that didn't make it out the first heat, they got a story for the rest of their life. They were an Olympian.
And real talk, they the best in their country. You know what I'm saying? Depending on
Yeah,
where they from, it's like, yeah,
yeah,
y'all say what y'all want to. Can't none of y'all beat me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
bet you the Jamaican bobsledders are still living off that in Jamaica.
It's like, hey, here's a free drink for you guys. Red
They
stripe.
made a movie about them.
Sure did. They good for life, man.
Yeah.
They good for life, man. But yeah, so the 2028 Olympics are coming up in Los Angeles. Just getting you guys ready for that. And just wanted to read a few things. Well, first will be the 2026 Winter Olympics, but nobody watches that. So that's going to be in
That's not
Italy.
true. I do.
Of course you do. That's the title of the episode. Of course you do,
I
is.
watch. You don't watch curling?
No,
We talked about curling on this show
we
before.
did, and then and I
Yeah.
had the same response. No.
Curling is freaking awesome. You need to get into it.
I think I'm good. I got enough going
Go
on.
watch, man. Go
I'll wait for the
watch.
summer. I
Go
mean, even
watch.
because but I would say this. Maybe I'm being biased because I feel like I don't like being cold and winter sports. Just I'm cool. Now, but I bet you if I skied, I hope my mentor don't hear this because he tried to get me to ski a long time ago when I could have skied for free at Williams. You know what I'm saying? They would have taught us and everything. But guess what I was trying to do? Not go skiing. You know what I'm saying? That'd probably be a
I'm,
bet. But you know what? I don't know if I told you this is I don't ski because I was in high school with a dude. I don't want to say his name, but white guy and real cool dude. And one time he came back from like a winter break and was in a wheelchair. He was skiing, busted his legs up, man. And it's like I remember vividly because he would be in class popping willies, and one day he fell, and it was like, "Say, it's what you get for popping willies in class," but it's neither here nor there. But it's like he just was able to kind of start walking pretty well by like a graduation. He was able to walk. I think he was able to walk across the stage.
oh, I thought you
Graduation.
said he was just about to like today. Like, damn.
No, no, man. He was able to make it across the stage. But I ain't gonna lie, ever since I saw my man, I was like, yeah, I'm cool on skiing. Because I mean, before that, played a bunch of sports, active guy. And after that, it was just he was in a
He
wheelchair
was the
at
plot of the
school.
movie. Remember the movie Election
Mm,
with Matthew Broderick and what's her name? Was in Sweet Home Alabama.
okay.
Um, I forget. But anyway, Matthew Broderick plays the high school history teacher, and there's an
Okay.
election for class president in the high school.
Mm,
Well, one of the characters was the all-state quarterback, and he went skiing and broke his leg, and so he couldn't play football anymore. So he decided to join the election
Oh wow.
for president.
Yeah. Yeah. So it
Yeah,
was wild.
same
Yeah.
plot. Yeah, yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, so and that I think that scared me from skiing. Because again, it was I was just looking at him and he was just like miserable, you know what I'm saying? Trying to kind of maneuver this wheelchair
Absolutely.
whole life. But maybe I should try. I don't want the kids to be
Nah,
scared.
as a person that once broke his arm riding a bicycle,
Yeah.
I was gonna say bike, but then you would think that I was riding a motorcycle. No,
Yeah.
a
On
bicycle.
like something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going skiing, man. I'm a little too fragile for that.
So now the Winter Olympics will
And
be held in
clumsy.
will be held in Milan, Italy. That's gonna be dope though. That's a country I do want to visit is Italy. But the 2028 Summer Olympic Games will be held in Los Angeles for the first. This from ESPN for the first time since 1984. Like 84 doesn't feel like it's 40 years ago, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, but I guess it is. Whatever. It will mark the first time the Summer Games will take place in the U.S. since Atlanta served as host in 1996. Los Angeles also hosted the Olympics in 1932. I'm still sick about Chicago not getting that 2016 bid. It was like first city out,
You,
Chicago. Whoa, whoa. You would have had a bunch of money, bro.
how much money I would have made off that, man?
That's the whole reason I moved over there, right? Was for that, right?
No, that's not. No, 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 no. We had moved there
Okay.
before that,
Oh,
but
that's right.
then the talk about it happened, and it was like, whoa, wait a minute, and we started adding up those dollar signs. It was like, yes, yes, and then the
I
Price is
mean,
Right horn played after the first round.
boom, 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 boom.
Wow.
But I feel like too, it wasn't even if y'all didn't sell a property, just a rental,
No, just the rent.
renting, yeah.
We would have moved out for the month.
Just like here, y'all have it,
Yeah,
but 7
we probably.
bands a
Yeah, I was
night,
saying, man, it would have been about man at least 3,500 a night.
yeah, easy, because y'all
At
was right to think
least.
of it, man.
Yeah, we would have been we were like 3 blocks from where the Olympic Stadium would have been.
Yeah, and I was in the South Shore, so I would be like, please, y'all want to stay here? I would have been doing Airbnb for Airbnb. Listen, it's making $100 a night, but make it happen. You're nowhere from Hyde Park. You nowhere, man.
uh yeah, don't bring up bad memories like that.
Yeah, sorry, man. So the
Yeah.
2028 games will be held July 14th to the 30th. They're expecting about 15,000 athletes to compete in the 2028 Olympics. Um, Los Angeles will feature more than 800 events in more than 50 sports in 80 plus venues. Sidebar, do you know I'm sure you heard about this. In the current Olympics, the surfing was in Tahiti, right?
Yeah,
Because Tahiti,
that's
and
a
it was like a French,
French.
but it's
Yeah.
like 15,000 kilometers away. I was like,
Yeah.
what? Y'all could have
Yeah.
surfed here. So I'm saying, like, well, but I guess to say they were in France, but what else, man? But 2028. So here's some of the sports. You're gonna have your typical sports: the basketball, gymnastics, swimming, athletics. But the IOC has approved the addition of cricket,
Hmm.
flag football, lacrosse, squash, and baseball, softball to the event. Carson, California will host track cycling, field hockey, rugby, sevens, and tennis. The Long Beach will be the site for rowing, canoe, handball, marathon, swimming, triathlon, sailing, yada yada yada. So it's gonna be a pretty big deal. Would you go to? Is that so? I've been to the. I've always wanted to go to the NBA All-Star game. I've done that. I would like to see the Super Bowl, even though I heard the Super Bowl isn't as fun as you might think it is. It's like because there aren't really real fans there. I heard it's a very corporate
It's
event.
very corporate. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good, and I can see. I don't know, I worked in sales before, so people always out Super Bowl events and giving free tickets away, and it's like it's just people just there now with phones. People just there like this, clicking at the Super Bowl, ain't watching their game. So I would
And
prefer to watch it at the house. But yeah,
honestly, I read any football game. I'd rather be at the house.
yeah, but no,
The
but All
the
Star
the
game.
broadcast is much better than live.
But I think people don't understand. I sound like one of those podcasts now. They'd be like, people don't understand. They say it all the time. How cold so and so really was. Uh, but people really don't understand. It's not a lot of time of action really in football games. So when you're at home, you're seeing the play shown 4, 5, 6 times, right? When you're at the game, it's dead. It's dead action just happening. The clock is just running down, right? It's
Yeah,
what
you don't.
13 minutes of live play, I think.
Yeah, you may not notice when a player is out, like if they don't, if they aren't actually knocked down and they take a timeout.
Yeah.
Let's say they just walk off the sideline. you don't know why a player is out, or you miss all those little things that are very important to the game. So yeah, I'd rather
Yeah.
be at home for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. But I think checking out an Olympics, but it got to be the finals night. And the thing's got to be the right race. I guess that's something I'm sure there's a way to figure that out. I mean, and you probably know what races are going to be on what days, right? So maybe that's a way to make that
What's
happen.
your rooting interest though? Does it matter, or
What you mean?
like for these events? I don't know if I have a vested interest
I think
in these events.
the track and field I would enjoy. I think
Okay.
I would enjoy that. I would love to see the games that are on like when they're playing the knockout rounds of basketball. It's like in France, apparently you could pay for one ticket and watch the 4 knockout games in one day. Now in LA, that's not gonna happen. They're gonna charge you for each game. You better believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like Brian Windhorst was saying, they don't even have a lot of merch out there in France for like just the Olympics in general. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find like Olympic gear or just stuff to buy like
How did
countries
they
or
mess that
whatnot.
up?
That's what he was saying. He's like, but he kept saying, when you come to LA, baby, guess what? Guess what? It's gonna be shirts everywhere, hats everywhere, man.
Yeah,
Crazy.
the IOC is one of the most, I was gonna say corrupt, but that
Jeez,
too.
just get us canceled. I guess I'm not going to 2020 Olympics. Thanks,
But
Ez.
usually the most marketing savvy, one of the most more marketing savvy events out there in the world. And
Saavity. Mm-hmm.
did I say savvy?
You said Saavity. I like that word.
Savvy.
That's the name of the episode. Saavity. Go ahead, continue.
Man, so I done messed up Dominica and
He was like, "Yeah, oh, I can't. I don't want to put that out there. What kind of real videos you like? But go
jeez.
ahead, man. The IOC Saavity though. Go ahead.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
have thought they would have took advantage of that.
But I don't know if maybe it's the IOC, maybe it's a fresh thing. But here in the good US of A, they gonna squeeze every dollar about you. Believe that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
But to your point though, I feel like if you go, that's something worth having. Like you were at the Olympics. Like I would love to take the kids to see an Olympic event. Like and again, shout out to Peacock. They got all of the sports in those sections. You can watch, just pick a sport, and you don't know what's on, and maybe the more popular, the not so popular sports you don't look at too. But like I was watching weightlifting earlier, watched the bow and arrow, the archery. Man, it was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Like just seeing, just you start getting into it, you get a rooting interest. You know what I'm saying? Like if there are no Americans, you just start picking people for random reasons. Oh yeah, I know a guy from Mexico. Let's go Mexico. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes, man. But it was really really cool. But I hope everybody has enjoyed the Olympics. Again, if you have Peacock, please go check it out. I think it's a great event. I mean, it's just every 4 years, like it's always worth the wait. And when you think about, like, they're talking about a guy who won, I think his name was Holloway. He won the 110-meter hurdles, right? And he lost silver medal. He won a silver medal in Tokyo. It's like for 3 years, he can't run nowhere else. I mean, obviously he's a world champion, U.S. champion, NCAA champion, Diamond League champion. But it's like the Olympic is what you're looking for, and it's like 3 years you're waiting for this, and so much can happen. That's a laser focused type of thing. So I really admire all the Olympians, right? It's like somebody right now, right, is training for LA in 2028. Like, everything they do, everything they eat, what I'm saying, everywhere they go, the stuff they think about is about 4 years down the line. And I just to everybody, if you think about what are you committed to for like 4 years from now, right? That you're working on it today, that you're thinking about it today. Like the woman who won the long jump, she said she was writing 8:8:24 on everything she had. It's like everything was built up to this date, and she won the gold medal, right? And it's like, yo, I've been working for this. Like that is an awesome thing, and I feel like, and I would say something I'm trying to be better about is something like that, right? Like I want to do this in 4 years, so today starts, right? Not just I'm knocking this out in a couple months. No, I want to do this really big thing in 4 years. This is what it's going to take. So I encourage you guys to be like the Olympians, man. Let's pick a big goal, right? Sometimes I don't think we pick goals that's big enough as, I mean, I think we pick goals that feel achievable, right? It's like I can do that, right? We can record an episode a week of a podcast because we've done it already, right? but like the big dreams, like that, you because that forces you to cut things out, right? It forces you to say no to a lot of things, right? It forces you to really prioritize. Because think about that. Like you can't cut no corners like with the Olympics, and it's like you eating cheeseburgers one night is different between you. Maybe it may even be the seen that way, but it's like when if you lose, you're like, I should have slept. I should have gone here. I should have been there. You know what I'm saying? That could have been an extra day of working out. You know what I'm saying? And so like, what I encourage everybody, what's a big dream that you can think of that 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years from now, you will see it pay off because you worked hard for it. I mean, it has to be. And a lot of times I feel like when they win these medals is it's not even like it's joyous. I feel like it's relief. Like all the hard work I put in, all the sacrifice I put in, right? It paid off. And now I'm living forever in history, right? You know what I'm saying? When you up running at 5 in the morning or 11 o'clock at night and just all you do is run and you miss out on trips and events and all kind of stuff. And now it all was worth it when you won the medals. And truly, you know, in the psychology it talked about, well, this learned this years ago in psychology 101 about how, the bronze medalists are probably the happiest people on earth because it was about upward and downward comparison. You ever heard about this term is in with medals? Have we talked about this before?
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But it's like, yeah, but just a real recap, it's like, of course, when you win the gold, you're the happiest because you're the best in the world. But the silver is comparing up to the gold, right? This one person. And it's like you're technically the second best person, team, whatever, in the world to do this event, but you don't care because you got beat by this person. The bronze is like, I'm better than the rest of all of you suckers. So it's like, this is better than the gold because I'm the third best and y'all are behind me, right? So it's always cool to see the people winning silver and bronzes, even though we lean on the gold medals. But that's it. Like to the point is, you can't take that from you. You are an Olympic medalist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you wear that to the club for real. I mean, yeah, don't wear that in every city, but certain cities just to keep that at the crib. Just tell the ladies, yeah, no, I got a medal at the crib.
They're not gonna
So
believe you
that's
though
that.
if you don't have it on.
But you gotta come see it. Oh, see, that's the game, man.
Okay.
You
Okay.
come
I
see
like that.
it.
I
Oh
like
man,
it.
there it is. Come on, man.
I like it.
That's that Saavity. You know what I'm saying? That's
It's
the
Saavity. That's right. That's right.
that's the Saavity. So it's a quick episode today. As again, just guys enjoy the Olympics while it's still on to be over on Sunday. Closing ceremonies are over. Oh, you know what? Real quick, I don't know if we talked about this. As one more Olympic things. Can you name me the original Olympic sports? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 of them.
Okay, I'm going to assume that there's some type of race.
Okay.
Say it's not the 100.
Well, I mean, they just had running. I guess they said y'all run
Do
from
a
here.
running
You run
race.
from this tree to that tree. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say
Um,
archery.
no,
Archery, not one of them.
no.
Okay.
Imagine spectacle. I will kicketh your butteth, you knave. Yeah, go ahead.
Boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Is there some type of shooting, like a rifle or
You know the Olympics are like they don't the 32nd. They had no rifles back. They had rifles back there in 100 in
18,
18.
1896? Yeah, they had
Okay.
hell yeah, they had guns. The
Oh,
Civil
they
War.
did. They did. They
Yeah.
right. My bad.
I mean, it
But
was
no.
muskets.
It's no gun, no shooting.
No shooting.
They couldn't
Okay.
wait to they couldn't
No
waste them
archery.
bullets. No.
Um, let's see. Oh, like a horse race, some type of horse race.
Yep. Equestrian
Equestrian.
events.
Okay.
Yeah.
Swimming.
No.
No swimming. They didn't get in the pond and
Yeah, they probably they had a
swim some
special pool. It
laps.
was like if you in the water, baby, it's curtains for
Oh,
you. You
okay.
can't come back. Who's measuring that race? I'm cool.
Uh,
So
uh,
I give you so
give
you
it
want
to
one
me.
more guess? Okay, so we got running,
Okay.
long jump,
Okay.
boxing,
Yep.
the pentathlon, which is just like 5 of all of these events, right? Like the
Okay.
decathlon. Wrestling. That's the one
Wrestling. Yeah,
I
I
want you
should
to
have
get.
said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have known that.
Equestrian events, discus, and this word parkition. It was like some like martial arts kind of fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, so those are the original Olympic sports, man. And
So
think about
basically, running and fighting were
that.
the.
Hey, that they've been doing that forever, man. And but it's just something, man. Like it grows from that. And breaking, I think that starts tomorrow. Is
Oh,
breakdance.
yeah. Thank you for
Yeah, it
reminding me.
starts tomorrow, and
All right.
it's a 16 competition, or 16-person competition that have just one-on-one battles to go to
I'll
the final round on
I'll watch that
Saturday.
instead of watching my White Sox. Good,
Yeah,
good.
okay, man, they are pretty bad, man.
Yeah.
So, but again, hope you guys enjoy this Olympic coverage. Maybe they get us back on there for in 2028. But we're going to end today with the dads and the don'ts, and this is called "Make Them Earn It." Is dedicated to the Chipmunks, specifically the boys, Aiden and Champ. So when I was younger, as Pops made me earn, like he wouldn't let. Actually, both my parents would let me beat them. Number one, my mother taught me how to play checkers. Well, she really didn't teach me. She just beat me to death until I just said I can't lose. There's no way I'm gonna keep losing. You know what I'm saying? She didn't go make these moves. It's just my mother would watch soap operas while playing checkers with me. Like wasn't even look. She was so disrespectful, dog. Wouldn't even look at me. She's watching the whole show and just look at make a move. And I mean, would take all my pieces. It would take me 5 minutes to make a move. Boom, 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 she got me. And then we played giveaway, which is the opposite of checkers. Like you have to make me jump you. She beat me in that. And I was like, how did you beat me? You took all my pieces and you made me take all of yours, right? And my pop, every year, my dad, before he got a truck accident, and even into his late 40s, man, he just was in great shape, always running. He did 50 push-ups whenever he could think about it, right? Driving the truck, he riding his bike all the time. This was in shape. Every year he would give me one race, right? He would say, son, and I never knew when the day was coming. He just coming out, say, son, get your shoes. And that's when I knew I could race him. We would race down the block, around the back, through the alley to the back door. Obviously, when I was younger, he would smoke me, laugh, this big old grin, just cracking up. As I get older, I'm closing the gap on him, right? Closing the gap. And I could see him getting a little nervous, looking over his shoulder, right? You know what I'm saying? So I was about 12 years old, and I caught him, and I'm looking, and I'm in front of him, right? I'm hauling. It's like he's not going to beat me this year, right? Not going to beat me. I get to the gate and I'm so excited. I can't open the gate, right? Because it's like, if I get through the gate, I'm I'm touching the door. It's over. I beat him. This man hops, so obviously it's like a spot of 15-foot length gate. I'm at the actual door. So he sees me struggling. He hops that thing, one hand, hops the gate, touches the door, goes in the house. Now I believe he probably went to sleep, not knowing now being in my 40s. He probably was like, hey, I ain't dealing with this little young dude no more. And I remember all summer is I learned how to hop a fence. Like I got to the point I could hop a fence like a hurdler. Like it's like I could hop it without touching it. You see what I'm saying? So when I got my race the following summer, I didn't even need to. I was running so fast, I looked back at him. You know what I'm saying? Saw him, stopped. So that's how fast I was running. And I appreciate that lesson because it taught me like, you can win something, you can get something, but it's good to earn it, right? You can. Yeah, he could have let me beat him and to quote unquote build my confidence. But like now I'm maniacal like about I don't like getting beat. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm gonna get beat, trust you don't go out swinging. And so I try to apply that to the chipmunks, and I encourage you guys, apply it to your kids too. Like, I don't think we let our kids earn stuff as we used to as, right? We had to earn everything we could get. You know what I mean? You didn't just give it to you or just trying to make you feel better or just let you have it because we didn't have it. Because when you earn something, you treat it well. My mother always says, if you give somebody something, they don't really appreciate it because they don't understand what it took to get this thing. So what I did this summer called the Chipmunk Summer Games in honor of the Olympics. And so the boys, you wrote out all kind of things that they had to do to get points. Let me see if I can pull this up. So, for example, if they read an entire book, right? I mean, from beginning to end, if it was less than 100 pages, they get like 300 points. If it's more than 100 pages, they get 1,000 points. Um, They help grandma and grandpa with something. They do their IXL, which is a math and science kind of program. For Chase, if he practices music theory and is singing. Aiden's really good at puzzles. So if he does a puzzle greater than 100 pieces, he gets 100 points. So all these things, you take out the garbage, you do this stuff. So they'll ask for, and so the points add up. You get a game. If you want a game, it's 1,300 points. So it's teaching them future and present value, right? Okay, so it's like, first I earned the points. Now I got the points. So with Chase, it's hilarious. As soon as he get his points up, he gets something. Yeah, Dad, run that. I want that. I want that. How many points you got? You're negative 25, son. I don't know what to tell you. You got the points. On the other hand, he just stacked his points, stacked them, and got him something really nice, right? And so I'm just teaching them first, and they'll come to me and say, "So, Dad, how many points I got? Here's your points. Okay." And so they have points for playing a card game with me. Like we play Uno, and I gotta say they've been kicking my butt the last few times. Like I really have been trying to beat them. Both of them whooped me. One night I went over 2. I was like, this is insane. They're killing me in Uno right now. But I feel like they've learned so much. It's about their own decision making, right? And just when they come and say, "Hey, Dad, can I get so and so?" And I go, "How many points you got?" And they go, crap. So then it's like, well, I can't get this until I get this amount of points. And I keep my end of the deal. If they got the number of points, with Amazon purchases 1,000 points, extra time on their electronics is like a certain amount of points, stay up later, weekends only, right? And also points get deducted for bad behavior, right? So it's kind of like, I had to do that one time. I won't say which kid's name rhymes with Mace, but it was like, hey, this is, you got to get points taken away because you're wilding tonight, right? But I feel like this summer they've really been mindful about, I don't just get stuff just because I want it, right? My dad doesn't just buy me stuff just because I asked for it. I got to earn it. And I believe nothing's wrong with earning some ads, right? I feel like that helps kids become independent. That helps them understand how the world really works, right? Nobody's giving you stuff, and sometimes it's okay to earn a thing, right? So that's not a bad thing. Like when you earn it, it means a lot to you. Like think about the things in your life, especially because you played in sports. Like when you had to make the team, it wasn't just you walk me. Well, probably depending on what sports you play, you probably just made certain teams. But I'm sure there was instances where it was like, hey, I really had to work for this. You know what I'm saying? I really had to make this happen. And I almost didn't think it was going to happen, but it's like I put in the work to get here. So that means a lot to you and you appreciate more things. So now the stuff that they usually don't be losing stuff, ask for another one now, stuff like that in the summer. Hey man, they know exactly where it is. It's charged up. It's nice and neatly put away because they had to read a book. They had to do all kind of stuff to get this. So I encourage you guys. Maybe I'll send Sarah a video of the Chipmunk Summer Games, but I encourage you guys, just make your kids earn it. Like nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that at all. You teach them a very good lesson. And also you'll see how they act under pressure, right? If they are upset that they fell short, that's the opportunity to teach them about resilience. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's try this again. What can you do differently? The prize is right here, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's try something else. You know what I'm saying? So that's our dads and don'ts today. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you for checking out Super Duper Pod. We do not take your listens lightly. Make sure you follow us on all socials at Super Duper Pod, SUPADUPAPOD. What's happening, Sarah? And make sure you follow us online at hp53productions.com for our merch and additional content. As I miss anything?
No, I think you covered it all.
No doubt. Oh, happy birthday to Shakita Torres. She's a former guest of the pod, man. So she just made 40. That's what I saw on Instagram. But happy birthday to you, sis. But make sure you take care of yourselves and each other. Hey, mama, this is the Super Duper Podcast.
Or do the K stand for kamikaze? The J silent is everywhere, you can feel them probably. Surely, lately, I've been up late with demons in my basement trying to get me to hate this. Life thinking I should be further and then I choke up. As soon as I got silent, then the truth spoke up. They said, how you know you ain't perfect? Let that soak up and soak in. You know how you know that you're blessed? I woke up, feeling, oh my God, feeling myself, know why? 'Cause I woke up. That's all it takes to be great, y'all. That's all it takes.